Dubai is a city where firefighters use jetpacks, archipelagos are built from scratch, and buildings climb into the clouds. There will be a slick metropolis in the middle of a vast red desert. First-time visitors would be forgiven for thinking they had stumbled onto a film set for a sci-fi movie. Now, Dubai is set for what must be its most otherworldly architectural project yet. In 2017, the United Arab Emirates announced its ambition to colonize Mars within the next 100 years. But architects were already imagining what a Martian city might look like and planning to recreate it in the desert outside Dubai. Mars Science City was originally earmarked to cover 176,000 square meters of the desert, the size of more than 30 football fields, and cost approximately $135 million. Intended as a space for Dubai's Mohammed bin Rashid Space Center, MBRSC, to develop the technology needed to colonize Mars, architects Bjarke Ingels Group were asked to design a prototype of a city suitable for sustaining life on Mars, and then adapt it for use in the Emirati desert. Welcome to the Apex channel. Today we're talking about Mars Science City, which will be built in Dubai's desert. Before we start, make sure to subscribe to our channel and press the bell for regular updates. Stay with us till the end of the video and carefully look and listen to all the facts about this future city because you might visit it someday. Let's get back to the story of this fantastic future city. Plans for the city will consist of several domes aimed at replicating the conditions on the surface of Mars, including a year-long project involving a team living in the Red Planet City. Building this city is more than an architectural challenge. From spider-esque structures to cities made entirely of fungus, there's no shortage of ideas when it comes to designing the ideal Martian habitat. The problem lies in how humans are going to survive. The average temperature on Mars is -81 degrees Fahrenheit, so this is not resort weather despite conceptual images showing sunlight streaming in through palm branches in a translucent biodome, which would have the actual living structure 3D printed beneath it with Martian soil. Temperatures inside their habitats would have to be adjusted to livable levels for humans and other life forms from Earth to survive. Incorporating an insulating material into these structures will trap heat from sunlight and prevent it from escaping too fast. Mars has such a thin atmosphere that heat transfer happens extremely slowly, so any heat that enters through the insulated walls of a biodome will nag around for a while. Polyethylene is a surprisingly light plastic that is not just a great insulator, but almost unbreakable. It explains why Bjarke Ingels will be using a clear polyethylene membrane that lets the sun in and traps solar heat. Water windows, which would consist of 2 clear layers filled with water and possibly an entire aquarium, are another way the design firm is thinking of letting light in while upping the unconventional air conditioning on Mars. The biodomes would also have to be pressurized. Air pressure on Mars is only 6% of that in Earth's atmosphere, and such dangerously low pressure could result in tissue swelling, circulation loss, and severe decompression sickness, otherwise known as the bends, which can be lethal. Aircraft are pressurized because of the risk you would otherwise be taking by being exposed to a low-pressure layer of the atmosphere way too fast after lifting off from a layer with high pressure. The city will also host a museum with educational areas where progress in space exploration can be displayed to inspire future generations. The walls of the museum will be 3D printed using sand from the Emirati desert. If after this simulation people manage to go and populate Mars and the population on Mars grows, biodomes would be joined together to form villages and eventually form cities in the shape of rings or toruses. The city would be powered and heated using solar energy, and the thin atmosphere could help the domes maintain their temperature. Mars Science City is only one part of the ambitious space program run by Dubai's Mohammed bin Rashid Space Center. Last year it sent its first astronaut into space, and MBRSC sent the Hope probe into space to orbit around the Red Planet. The robotic craft is currently capturing scientific data about the planet's upper and lower atmosphere. Other places on Earth used to mimic conditions for space missions include Antarctica's Concordia Station, used to simulate isolation, California's Mojave Desert, which NASA has used to test Mars rovers, and the Moroccan Sahara, used by the European Space Agency as a Mars analog. The MBRSC hopes that in the future such research could take place in Mars Science City. To reach its goals of colonization in less than a century, the MBRSC acknowledges enthusiasm for space travel will have to pass down to multiple generations. It hopes Mars Science City will inspire the next generation to dream of life on the red planet enough to make it a reality. So that's it for today. Please share your opinions with us in the comments section below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications. If you liked the video, please share it on social media. Maybe your friends will like it and become our subscribers. We hope you enjoyed today's video. Thanks for watching, and we'll meet you again soon.